Weekly update for Friday, November 23rd. And we're going to start off with our ongoing the Comic Link auction that started November 14th is still in progress. And just reminding you on that one that we have sweetened the pot on the Cerebus birthday card raw materials package to include the initial prototype printed up by Dean R. that Neil Adams at the Calgary Convention turned into a signed contract saying that we could use the image. That will be included in the Comic Link birthday card package, as will four envelope prototypes. The gold envelope is a corrected one. One of them is corrected, one of them is a mistake. This isn't large enough, this needs to be moved over. All of that handwritten on there and signed by me. So the four envelope prototypes with Cerebus Archive first release gold seals on the back of them and sealed in plastic is part of that deal, as are the three first day covers of the Superman 75th anniversary, featuring the Neil Adams Kryptonite Nevermore cover from Superman number 233. I remember it well. Is part of the package. Three of the first day covers. And ongoing, show up or hold up the same visuals again, because the Kickstarter for Cerebus birthday card number 1, there's what the envelope's going to look like. There's what the birthday card is going to look like. This one's just a little smaller than the one that you're going to get, but that as well is ongoing on Kickstarter, and will be ongoing through until the middle of December. So we should be able to possibly get some of those to people for Christmas. We're not promising anything, but we will give it our best try. So that's ongoing. Another thing is, you're probably aware that Matt Dow, our director here at A Moment of Cerebus, is going to be doing phone conversations with me in situations like the recent passing of Stan Lee, where ordinarily I would type up my memories of Stan Lee, but to try and spare the wrist for Strange Death of Alex Raymond, we're going to do as many of those kinds of tasks on an audio basis. So you will be getting probably a little more frequent input from me, speaking to Matt Dow on the phone, and then Matt posting them here at A Moment of Cerebus. But we're also covering some different bases with that. One of the questions that he had was, how is the wrist doing? Which I always forget about, because I know how the wrist is doing. But obviously that's one of those, this question is going to keep coming up situations. So I think how we want to handle that is, I am going to do a separate clip here on the weekly update for November 23rd, and then hopefully Matt can post that separately as this is how Dave's wrist is doing. If the situation changes, Dave will let us all know, but this is how the wrist is doing now. This is how the wrist has been doing for about the last 6 to 8 months at least, if not through until last year. So I'm just going to switch to another clip for Dave Fisher's convenience. How is the wrist? Funny you should ask. I'll take off the wristband there and you can see that lump there used to be inside the wrist and it is now down on the side of the wrist. If it's inside the wrist, then I can't do any drawing whatsoever, and limited number of tasks beside. As long as it's down here, and it's been down here for about a year, that's fine. When I do a lot of drawing or a lot of typing, I get extensive bruising right underneath where the bulge is, and I have no idea what that is about. It gets darker and darker, and then I think, now I've done it, now I've done some sort of permanent injury, and it turns out not to be the case. It subsides in a hurry. I haven't done any typing or drawing since yesterday. I'm doing this early in the day, so you can't even really see the bruising that occurs, but it occurs in this spot here. I have some pain down through here and down through there, again depending on how much I'm trying to do, which is why I'm trying to limit the number of tasks that I am doing. But there you go. It's that is how the wrist is doing right now. It's really just a matter of, if I have to draw something, I will draw something. If I have to sign stuff, I will sign stuff. If I have to type, I will type using both hands if everything seems to be doing okay. If I feel the wrist starting to seize up or starting to tighten, or other things that are alerting me to something wrong with the wrist, then I switch to strictly left-handed typing, which slows me down, but also gives me more time to think about what it is that I'm typing. And almost all of the typing is on Strange Death of Alex Raymond. If you want to know what I'm typing, a good place to find out is the Patreon site, because Eddie Khanna's been posting a lot of my commentaries. I've got to explain Strange Death of Alex Raymond to myself before I can explain it to everyone else. So there you go. That's how the wrist is doing. If that changes, I'll do another video explaining how it's changed. And thanks to everybody for their best wishes and their concern about this.